Do you want to learn how to edit like this?
I don't need love, that shit is so petty. Don't you go tweet about it, we can speak about it if you really with me. Wanna be in the gas stations and the CVS is getting giffies, yeah. And if you really mind, nigga, word the mother, we gon' split it 50-50, yeah. They call me a SoundCloud boy, they still in my sound now, boy. I feel like I'm really the king of my city, I got the crown now, boy. 238s on the side of me looking like a cowboy, yeah. Niggas be acting like bitches, I might as well just call you town boy. Don't play with me, 38 on me and I'm feeling so special. Niggas is lucky I'm busy getting money, cause I really could've left you. Pull up on my hoodie on the scene, so scary. I probably got more Mike and Mary jeans than Mike and Mary, yeah. Beastie, used to lurk in the bushes. Now when I open my eyes, I look in the sky, hoping I make it to heaven. You can have family ties.
Then just watch this video and I'll show you how. Hey guys, this is just a tutorial on how I edit all my like montages and videos and stuff like that. So what you gotta do is you gotta open up this file and then go to wherever your clips are located. So we'll just go to here and then we'll just grab a couple. For this little tutorial I'm only gonna grab 3, so just those 3 will work. And then you have to go to where your music is that you want to use. For this one, you use this one. And then you gotta get your sound effects, just like that. And then you also have to go to where your cinematics are, so bam, and just put those in. So what you have to do after that is you want to put in your music and just drag it down to the first music audio right here. You can, what I normally do is I right click this song and then go down to beat detection, and that's what has all these markers down here. That's just so you can make it easier for yourself. So what you want to do is you want to grab both of the cinematics and just place them side by side and mute them, just like that. So then what you want to do after that is you want to come over to effects. You want to grab water, drag it the entire length. You can also make it shorter depending on what the song is and everything like that. Get cinema and drag it all the way along, and then get old video and drag it all the way along. Okay, so what you want to do for that is you want to come over to water, and you can change this however you want depending on how you like it, but for this I think we're going to do maybe around, let's do 40. For this we'll do 5, and for this we'll do 37.37, and then press OK. Also the same thing, you can do these however you want. This, oh god, this for the border height you can change like how the borders, like the heights of the borders are. So for this we're just going to put it at negative 0.01. And then what you want to do after that is you want to come over to titles. You want to grab default title and drag it all the way along. So what you want to do before you cut it is you want to grab whatever text you want, like text style you want. For this one we'll do this. Actually, let's do this one and then do a black, just like that, so it's like a Halloween type thing. And then you want to come over back into it and then press advanced, and then scroll down all the way to the bottom to where it says text shadow, and put this at 8 and distance at, let's do 6, so there's like a little glow in the back. And then you can change whatever the color is of the glow. I'm gonna do this like this weird like peach type color, and then you just press OK again. And then after that, now you can go make sure this is the only thing highlighted, or else it'll cut everything else. So I think right about maybe there and there, because we're probably gonna have to cut it some. So, and actually let's go back and cut it maybe around there. So then what you want to do after that is you want to just title this however you want. For me, I'll do Flows FN Presents. And then here you want to make sure you have the entire name and artist's name in the actual title. So I'm actually going to change the font. If you want to change the font, you probably should change the font like whenever you have already started it. And then we'll just bam. Obviously you can have the fonts different for every single one, but you know, personal preference and how you want it. It's all how you do it. This is a pretty long name, like artist name, so we're gonna make it a little smaller, and then you want to do a space and then a dash and another space and then the song name. And then even that with the bold, obviously bold's gonna be bigger. Obviously you don't want it too small so people can actually read it, but you don't want it too high because then it'll be out of frame. So that's that, and then I guess we'll just put there we go. So now that you have all that done, you can zoom out a little bit so you can get a little better image. And then the first thing you want to do after that is you want to just choose whatever clip you want. And then I wish there was like a mute type thing where you could just press mute before you put it in here. But I do believe they're coming out with that in a little bit. So you basically just double click it and the clip starts. And then you just want to cut the clip wherever you feel is necessary. So let's just say okay, so maybe out there, and then you can either press this bracket in or I, and then this thing will come right here, and then you just want to go all the way to wherever the clip ends, and then press O or this out bracket, and then it'll clip it right there. So then you just want to add this to this second layer up here and mute the audio, and then you just want to listen out for the song where the beat drop is. And it seems like it's actually just right here, so that is a bit lucky. But what you want to do after that is then, like I said before, you'll probably have to shorten it. So then just shorten it to like, I guess that's a decent size, and that'll work. And then you want to drag this down to the first column, make sure it lines up. You can also zoom in if needed to make sure that is correctly lined up with where it needs to be. So then you want to also, again, listen for where the beat drop is. Cowboy, yeah. Niggas be acting like bitches, I might as well just call you town boy. So right there. And then what you want to do is you want to find where the gunshot hits. So as soon as it fires, you can skip frame by frame until you actually get it. Because you want to make sure it's on the dot, and then you want to clip it whenever that shot fires. And then you want to, after you want to do that, you want to come over to the speedometer right here, click it, and then click slow, and then 0.5, and that'll automatically slow this clip down to 0.5. Make sure this is the one highlighted and not this one. So as you can see, the beat drop is right here, and I need this to be right here. So either you can shorten this a little more, or you can shorten this, and this will probably be easier. You just gotta try to get it lined up as best as you can to that beat drop. And I'd say if this is the beat drop, then we can move it back right about there. So let me just make sure this is good. And it might seem a little bare right now because there's nothing there, but let's hear it for the beat drop again, because you always want to make sure you have it in the right section. Town boys don't play with me. Boys don't play with me. So right about there. So I'd say that's pretty close. And for a tutorial, obviously I'm not going to get it spot on because, you know, I'm gonna be doing a different one in a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to grab your sound effect for your shotgun, and you want to drag that down. You don't have to perfectly align it right now, but you can get it pretty close. So maybe there's good for now. So what you want to do is you want to lower this to maybe about -5, and you want to get this all the way up. So then what you want to do is you would want to put the marker and then just zoom in, and then drag this to wherever the clip ends, like wherever the shotgun starts to wherever this starts. So I'd say about there. So then watch it.
Cowboy, yeah. Niggas be acting like bitches, I might as well just call you town boy. Don't play with me, 38 on me, and I'm feeling so special. Niggas is lucky.
Just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to actually highlight both of these just to make it easier on yourself. You want to highlight both of these and just copy them. So that way you can just paste them wherever the next clip is, and it'll just make it a lot faster and easier for yourself, especially if you're a starter. So then what you want to do is you want to grab your effect that goes over it and just place it down for now, and then just come over to compositing, and then come down to where it says blend mode, and then go screen. So then what you want to do is you want to zoom in a little bit, make sure, you know, have it however you want it, and then just watch over it.
Town boy, don't play with me, 38 on me, and I'm feeling so special. Niggas is lucky.
Just like that. And then you want to come over back to effects, and then grab glow. Bam. And shorten it, and then grab mild. And just shorten it. It's about there, and then we can watch it over again.
Now boy, 238s on the side of me looking like a cowboy, yeah. Niggas be acting like bitches, I might as well just call you town boy. Don't play with me, 38 on me, and I'm feeling so special. Niggas is lucky, I'm busy getting.
Just like that. And then you can delete these markers, or you can keep them. It doesn't really mess with anything. So once you have that all done, then you want to do the same thing with the other clip. Video. That's why it was. And then you just want to find. I'd say about there, and then drag it to about there, just to where you can see these dash marks coming in, and then press O. And then you drag it along again to the second row. And if y'all don't know why I'm doing it at the second row, it's just so I can get like where the beat drop is, because sometimes, I don't know, I just like doing it to the second row. So then you can listen for the next beat drop.
Money, cause I really could love you. Pull up on my hoodie.
That's actually not a bad one, but the clip will have to be shorter. That's the problem. And the clip's already pretty short. Let's keep listening out for another one.
Love you. Pull up on my hoodie on the scene. So.
Actually, now that I think about it.
Love you. Pull up on my hoodie on the
just like there. And then drag it to the first row again. Make sure these aren't overlapping, or else it'll bring another clip over here and it'll just mess up the entire thing. So then what you want to do again is you want to find where the shot hits. Frame by frame. Bam. Shot starts. Clip. Speedometer. Slow. 0.5. Just like that. And then you can obviously make this clip longer, but let's make sure we have the right where it hits. So it's right about there. So we need to make this a tiny bit longer.
Niggas is lucky, I'm busy getting money, cause I really could love you. Pull up on my.
That's actually not bad for, you know, how that was. Okay, so then you want to come here and then paste. This will come back a little bit, and then you can just drag it to the start of the clip.
Busy getting money, cause I really could love you. Pull up on my hoodie on the scene.
Just like that. And then the same thing, you want to grab your other cinematic thing and then just drag it. This one's a little longer, so you can obviously make it shorter. So what you want to do is you want to track it. So you want to come back over here to compositing and blend it to screen, and then you want to go where it starts. So let's do it actually in the middle, and then you want to click on the screen and make this shorter. Make sure you're over this effect, or else it'll mess it up. You need to make the wings a little smaller, and maybe a tiny bit smaller, because those are still pretty decently sized. It's about there, and then we can watch it over again. See what I mean? You really have to fiddle with it however you want it. So let's watch that again. You can move those over a little more.
Really could love you. Pull up on my hoodie on the scene. So scared.
Just like that, and then come back over to elements. Put glow and mild. And you want to put mild on the top because you want the glow to be shook.
He could've left you. Pull up on my hoodie on the scene. So scary. I probably got more Michael Mary.
Just like that. And then you want to grab the last clip. And just find wherever you want to end it. You might want to watch through the entire clip just to make sure that, you know, you have it where you want it. We'll just press O right there. And then we'll come back to where I'd say maybe to where you hit the first shot, I guess, would be a pretty decent time to start it. So then, again, drag it down to the second layer, and then listen out for the beat drop. And if there's not a beat drop, it's fine. It doesn't really have to be one, but it just makes it look smoother.
Like a Mary jeans, like a Mary, yeah. Beastie used to lurk in the bushes. Now when I open my eyes, I look in the sky, hoping I make it to heaven. You can have.
So there's not a beat drop, which is, it's fine. But if you were really trying for an actual montage, you'd probably want to try to get it to where there is a beat drop. So maybe like a longer clip or something, or like 2 clips instead of 1. But you know, this is just a tutorial on how to show you, you know, how to do it. So then you want to clip it again, and then come over here, paste, bring this over, and drop it down. And then come over to effects, glow, and mild. So depending on this, like your cinematics at the start, you can make it old video instead of glow. So this is what it would look like if I did old video instead of glow. And for the song, I actually think this suits it better than glow. And for the cinematic at the start, so let's actually delete glow on both, on all 3 of them, just like that. And then you want to watch it over, right? And then whenever you're finished with that, you want to save it. Doesn't really matter what, just save it to whatever you want it to be. And then come over here to where it says half and press full. And then come over to where it says this monitor and the gear, and then change aspect ratio. Change this to whatever your PC can handle. I normally don't do mine in 8K because not many people can watch it in 8K, so I'm just going to do 4K. Make sure this is on 60 FPS. And then OK. And then you want to render it, save it again, and then after you finish that, you can go to export, title it whatever you want, come over here to wherever you want your clips and montages to be saved, then select the folder, and then press settings, make sure it's on best, OK, and then export. Depending on how many effects and everything like that, and depending on your internet speed and how long the actual video is, it'll take longer and everything like that. But yeah, there's this tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.